So guys, because it is summertime, of course, I probably will not be wearing my wig. My real hair will be out, honey. It'll be out full swing, but for the purpose of this makeup tutorial, I thought I would that was a lot of noise. For the purpose of this makeup tutorial, I thought I'd put on my wig just to show you guys how glam it can look, even though I didn't really do much. So that was kind of the whole grand scheme of this makeup look, was to do something that you could wear to the beach and still look kind of glam, but also still kind of not look so glam. Like you can, like this is pool friendly makeup, I guess, you know, because I don't, you know, no, it's not. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Morgan Danielle, and today for you I will be doing a full face natural summer routine. Just so if you want to get your face to be like kind of fresh but kind of natural, I'm going to be giving you natural goddess teas. But we're going to start off with foundation today. I already put on my eyebrows, but I'm going to start off by doing foundation today, only because since it is summertime, I really go pretty much light on the foundation routine. I kind of try to color correct a lot more than I do actually use foundation. So I will be showing you how I color correct and how I do my foundation. When it comes to color correcting, I just simply use my eyeshadow palette, just because this very base nude kind of palette kind of matches my skin tone pretty closely. And I just take a color that's similar to my skin tone, which would be about these. It would be about either of these two colors, because they're both right around that shade. And I just basically am going to take a brush and I'm going to take the color and I'm going to just simply dot it underneath my eye, because I have bags underneath my eyes and where I don't get enough rest at night. So yeah, you just want to kind of put it underneath your eye or any place that you want to color correct, but you also want to pay attention to whatever your undertones are. I tend to have more of a reddish undertone. My skin's very red and it's just very red underneath. So you kind of just want to make sure you know what color you have, like know what your undertones are, because that is a very important part of color correcting. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, I don't think you're supposed to use eyeshadows, but I just use them because it's an easy fix for a problem. And I mean, it kind of has the same effect, so it's just like. But color correcting is good because it can save you time having to put on extra foundation. Let me take my headphones out, y'all, so I can stop listening to music and explain this to y'all. But yeah, so it saves you a lot of more time because you don't need a thicker layer of foundation to color correct, to hide some of your flaws. You can just simply color correct them and get them sort of out of the way, so that way you can use a lot less foundation, and that will save you a lot of time. I promise you, color correcting can save you hours of doing your makeup, because it'll already look like you have a full thing of, you know, foundation on before you even put it on, so then you don't have to use less, and by default, you kind of just get out better. So, since I am a trans woman, I obviously have to shave, and so for all my trans girls or anyone out there that kind of shaves, or they kind of just experience a lot of darkness in a certain area, since my undertones is red and I'm trying to get rid of my 5 o'clock shadow, I'm just going to take a little bit of a red color, or a color with more reddish undertones, and I'm just going to put that underneath. And that way when I put my foundation on, it is going to kind of cover that up. You don't really need a lot. I don't use a lot. It's barely noticeable, but. So now that we've kind of color corrected our face and kind of got our face to, like, you know, get together, I'm going to be using my Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I'm running out, honestly. I'm running low. I actually need to go buy some more, but this is a 355 coconut, and I'm basically, hold on a second, hold that thought. Sorry y'all, I had to go with my beauty blender, and that's like an essential thing. I would not recommend putting on foundation without it. My beauty blender is my life, it is my soul, even though it's real broken, but don't judge me. So what I do when I'm running out of foundation, and I don't know if this is a good tip for you, but if you want to try it for yourself, I just get a makeup brush, I just dip it down in there. And I learned that tip from another beauty vlogger. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't think of this myself. This is not something I originally did. I would usually just throw them away, but this is a great way to keep your product, like, girl, to get your money's worth, because foundation ain't cheap. And even though my foundation even though Fit Me only costs like $5, it's still a lot of money if you ask me. And I just, you know, I feel like you need to. But when I put on my foundation during the summer, I just focus on the key areas where I need it the most, which I would say would be my around my mouth, My chin is definitely a very big place where I'm very not too fond of it, but I don't really need it on my forehead at all because my forehead is pretty much the color of my foundation, so I never really put much up there. So yeah, once I do that, once I get the foundation on, it's simply now just a matter of blending it out. And yeah, so with the wet beauty blender, all you gotta do is start patting that thing in, girl. So I just use light tapping motions, and I make sure I get it over my eyes as well because we want the foundation to match our complete skin. I'm patting it all in, girl, and we're just gonna do a little bit of setting. It doesn't have to be a big thing. It's not gonna be something that, it's not gonna be like when I usually like cake on the setting powder. It's just gonna be a simple, you know, just a simple run over. Just a simple run over to make sure that, you know, our makeup is set and ready to go. We don't wanna, you don't wanna go out for your day and then have to worry about your makeup just getting like non-set. Although, I think if you follow me enough, if you follow me on social media and on, you know, if you watch some of my earlier videos, I talk about how I have a hard time setting my brows, honey, and I do. I still do to this day, but that's okay. I don't know. It's like, I would say avoid baking just because baking is going to pretty much give you this super duper highlight, and I don't want that. I kind of want to just use my highlighters. So we're going to cut the foundation routine short, and instead of baking like I usually do, I'm going to just simply give myself a nice highlight using my e.l.f. Golden Bronzer. So simply all you have to do, I don't know, I like that we have a lot of color choices in this palette because you need a lot of choices. But you have basically these 4 colors, and I'm thinking gold because, you know, during the summertime you want to look golden, and you know, I want to look golden. So since I want to look golden, we're gonna do like a little golden bronze. So let's go ahead. So you want to just go, there's just a couple simple places to go, and that is down your nose. You know, you want to get that golden glow up there. Then you want to get a little bit, on that side. Well, I can't really do the side of my face as well. It's because I'm right-handed. Then you want to do your cupid's bow. And then I like to do my chin just lightly. And then I like to, basically, you want to kind of make sure it's not too strong, because like sometimes I've seen some strong highlights, and you don't want a strong highlight. You want to make sure it's a very simple. So I just kind of rub it out, you know, rub it in a little bit just to make sure it's not too harsh. So for the eyes, I think we're going to go even simpler. We're just going to take some nude colors and pretty much work them all together in one. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to, let's grab our brush first. So the brush I'm going to be using first is this little brush, and I like this brush just because it's good at getting the eyeshadow in the right places. I don't know if you can see it well, but I'm gonna try to show you. Let me get it together. But yeah, it's a good brush for, you know, getting into those nooks and those crannies. And since we're going for a simple look today, we're not gonna do too much with the coloring. We're just gonna go for a very simple brownish, you know, one that almost matches our skin tone. So I'm going to be taking this little red color from my 32, what is this, 30, it says no. It's a Perfect 23 Colors palette by Nicka K. Y'all know I love me some Nicka K, so this should be no shock to nobody. But we're just going to take it and we're just going to sweep it in. We're just going to sweep it over our, you know, our lid. Just sweep it over. like I said, you want to do simple makeup in summer. You don't want to do nothing too much. So then we're going to be taking my favorite brush, because this brush is just, it's God. This brush, I don't make a lot of good purchasing decisions. I won't lie to you, but this was one decision where I agree and I've never looked back. But this is a brush by Clean Color. I don't know if you can, but it is so good for getting in those nooks and those crannies when you need to get in those nooks and those crannies of your eye. I don't know. Since my eyelids kind of are hidden somewhat, I always need brushes like this. So I'm just glad I have it. So I'm going to be taking a dark brown color. A darkish brown that I'm running out of. And we're just going to be putting that in towards the outer of our lid. So I don't know how to describe it to you, but it's like this outer corner right here. You just want to make sure you get in that outer corner. So we're just going to, not too far, don't take it too far, just take it to that outer corner. And I apologize if one eye look crazier than the other. I always do one eye better than I do the other. And I don't know why that's the case, but it is. One eye always comes out a lot more professional looking and ready for some close-ups. And the other eye be looking like, somewhat look alike. So we're just going to just put that on right there. And then I'm going to take this brush, which I use for blending purposes because it's such a good brush to use to blend. And I'm just gonna blend all that in. So you just wanna kind of go over it a little bit just so the lines are not as harsh. I'm just gonna blend that in so it's not so harsh and it's not so like abrupt. Although it kind of is, it's like you got a little bit of brown at the end of your eye. So, from here you can go a lot of ways. I mean, you can leave it at this and keep it very simple, or you could drop maybe a little bit of glitter. You could do a lot. I mean, you could. But I'm gonna keep it very simple and just, leave it at this because this is good enough to me. It's pretty simple. So from this point forward, we're gonna do our eyeliner. But I'm gonna do that off camera because, to be honest, y'all, I can't draw straight lines to save my life. So I need to do it off camera so that I can get it right for you guys. But just, you don't have to even do a wing when it comes to your eyeliner. It's summer makeup, as I said. So if you just really want to do like one oval or one, and lately I've been doing just bottom liner only because it looks, when you wear darker colors on my lid, I just always feel like it already looks like I have eyeliner on. But yeah, do you? But I'll be back. So guys, now that I have gotten back from doing my eyeliner, and all I did was eyeliner on the bottom just to kind of make my eyes look a lot more wide awake and in your face, we're gonna do mascara. And usually I curl my lashes, and I have been really enjoying curling my lashes. But Cosmopolitan posted an article on their website, which I saw through Snapchat, about how they were hurting your eyes. And it was ironic that that article was published right around the same time that my eye started feeling funny. Like, it kept feeling there was an eyelash in my eye, but I couldn't find one. I washed my eye out, like nothing was working. So I kind of figured that those two those two were kind of related. So I was like, I'm no longer going to be curling my eyelashes because it's dangerous. So yeah, but I am going to put some mascara on just because mascara makes your eyelashes pop, and that's a part of looking beautiful. And don't be worried if you get it like on your face, because I do that all the time. I'm not one of them girls that is perfect at makeup yet. I feel like I'm right there at the beginner stage. I just can teach y'all the little things that I know, or the little things that I done picked up from other beauty vloggers. But truth be told, I feel like getting my cosmetology license is a no-go, because I don't really know how to I can't even like put on mascara without getting it everywhere. Like, it always ends up on my face somewhere. Like, there's been a couple of times where I've been able to manage to get through without getting it anywhere, but those are few and far between. Whose car is that? I don't know if y'all can hear that car outside, but it's like, I need somebody to go out there and get that thing. But how are you guys? I didn't even ask you guys how your summer is. I'm filming this on a Saturday. Tomorrow is WWE Battleground. I'm excited to see who Sasha Banks' partner is. I was worried that her and Charlotte weren't even going to have a match at Battleground. I'm just like, okay. I guess creative was trying to figure out, what they were going to do. Big Brother came on. I watched Big Brother After Dark last night, honey. Mess. I've been trying to catch up on Love and Hip Hop. I don't really watch that show a lot because I don't really think it's good for you, but my mom suggested that I watch it with her, and I watched it with her, and I was just like, well, there's a lot going on. Everybody's kind of messy, and, you know, it just seems like everybody wants fame, and I definitely want more for the black community than Love and Hip Hop. Like, we should not be aspiring to be like anybody on that show. But yeah. So now that we've gotten our eyelashes all on fleek, I don't put on fake eyelashes, and I'm gonna tell y'all why I don't put on fake eyelashes. Because I don't like walking around being worried that my eyelash may come off during the day. And I know people are gonna say, well, if you glue them on right, and if you use some this kind of glue or that kind of glue, it might not. But still, I don't like risks. I'm not gonna risk it. I'd rather just go out with my real eyelashes and leave it at that. So there's one last place we need to highlight, and that is at the top of our brow bone. I always forget this place, and then I remember it while I'm out, and then I have to remember. So it's like, I remember today. So I'm still going to be using my e.l.f. You can pretty much use any color. I mean, you don't have to use the same exact color that you use for your highlights. So I'm going to use this brown color. I don't know if you can see. I'm trying to hold it so you can see. I'm going to be using this brown color. And we're just going to pop that up right there on our brow bone, honey. So the way, at least our brows can be somewhat popping. You want your brow to be like at least somewhat popping. Even if it's just a summertime golden beat, you know. So I'm going to be using the Perfect Portable Lip Gloss by Avon. I know, don't ask me why I have this. This is probably in my mom's old makeup collection, and I stole it as a child, and I never used it. But now I use it as a lip gloss, so yeah, you can put on the lip gloss. And I'm going to tell y'all why I say wear lip gloss in the summer, for the most part. I mean, you can wear mattes, but I really wouldn't. I just don't like mattes anymore because they dry your lips out too much for me. Like, I have yet to find one that is really hydrating. I mean, maybe I'm asking for too much because, you know, maybe a matte lip should not, you know, be feeling like a lip gloss. But I feel like, you know, when I have a lip gloss, they feel comfortable. You know, you can move your lips well and all that. But it's like, when you have on a matte lip, it's like you can't really do too much movement. You know, your lips be feeling like, I don't like the feeling of my lips being dry. That's what it is, and I don't like it. So I'm kind of moving back to gloss. I just gotta move back because, honey, I left them thinking I was getting something better, but